Guys, it's your boy a.dTHEweeb back with another video. Next video gonna be doing with Naruto was the Otsuki God. So yeah, hope you guys will enjoy this and let me know what you guys thought of this. Think of this series. If you want me to continue or not, which I will continue this series, cause yes, I haven't done the complete series in a long time, and I want to get back to doing complete series and stuff like that. Cause it kind of annoys me when I don't finish this, like the story and whatnot. Which is why I'm gonna be like not upload like I started working on some fanfic again, but I'm not gonna be uploading them until they're like complete or like one or two chapters there for something. So I know I'm gonna finish it 100%, and these like non-scripted ones are gonna be way easier to finish. I'm gonna be able to do like 10, 20 of them before I finish the whole fanfic. Oh shit. So yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy, and yes, I will actually be continuing the Issei not Issei, what if Naruto was in DxD. What if I will be continuing that one. However, I'm kind of stuck on where I want to go with it. I guess like I wanna like not mess it up too badly. So since I haven't watched Z in a long time and stuff like that, so I have to like watch some stuff to remember the plot and other stuff. So that's why I'm taking like I might take a few more weeks from it, but I will actually be bringing it back if you guys want me to continue it. However, I will be focusing more on the Naruto only what ifs instead of crossover, unless you guys ask for them, which someone asked me to do a what if Naruto was Hajime from Arifureta, and I will be doing that. I actually did a whole part of that thing, like a fanfic, but I don't think I'm gonna do it as a fanfic. I'm gonna do it as just a non-scripted what if. However, I'll probably just like either read that first part and then continue from there, or I'll just like do a non-scripted one following a similar concept, like basically the same way I wanted to go with it. So yeah. Anyways, for further ado, let's get this video started. So anyways, we start this story off with the man known as the Otsuki God, as he basically, the Otsuki God is a being that was born in the beginning of everything. Like he was born in the beginning of the universe itself, and he ended up watching and helping in the creation of the universe. He basically half made the universe, as the rest was just like basically just creation getting into work. However, he was the one that like shaped it in his image, as he basically was the strongest being, as the only thing that was like rival him was basically reality itself. However, that's not a person, as we all know. At least I hope you know that. Anyways, as the Otsuki God, he ruled over the Otsutskis for the beginning of time up to now. As the Otsuki God had fought many warriors and rebellions and stuff like that wanted to take his throne, thinking that he was getting old or just getting out of shape in general. However, he wiped every last threat out with a simple wave of his hand, like they were nothing, as they were basically nothing to him, as he was so much stronger than every last one of them. As the Otsuki God, however, started to get quite bored, I guess you could say. He just didn't really see everything with as much entertainment anymore. He didn't see everything the same way. He saw them kind of black and white. He kind of saw everything just blend in together. Everything just didn't really mean much to him anymore. And he did not like the way that this was happening, as he knew if this continued, he would stop caring for his people and would start seeing them as lower life force, similar to humans. in how Otsuki sees humans in general, as he did not want this, so he thought of one way to do this, to fix this problem permanently. He would basically rebirth himself, basically. As he decided to do this, he used his power to basically create a cocoon, which is basically this thing right here. So he used his powers to make that, and basically he put all of his powers and consciousness to a degree inside of it, as his power and consciousness inside of the cocoon, mostly his consciousness was kind of half was left out, because half of it was an uncaring person, I guess. At this point, like, he was kind of just losing like interest in everything. So you put the more side that had more interest in stuff. However, he did put some of the non-caring side, but not the part that started to not care about the Otsutskis and stuff. Only the part that didn't care about humans mainly. However, as this happened, he had summoned one being to the basically his chambers, like his throne, which basically this fucking hell, what is it? This is the Otsutsuki King's throne. So yeah, he had summoned one person to the throne, which this person was Isshiki Otsutsuki. As he had summoned Isshiki and told him that he would be giving him a mission to send this object to Earth. He did not tell Isshiki that this was him inside the cocoon and stuff like that. He did not tell him any of that. Only said that this was like a super important, like the most important mission that is ever given to anyone, and that he would, like, if he had to, he could like give up his life and everything to protect this thing and put it in the mission, like complete the mission basically. Like, as Isshiki, being someone that did not like to fail his missions from the king and just fail in general, he put his everything in the mission with his partner Kaguya to go to the planet Earth and put this cocoon in a safe area, where then over the years it would basically complete the mission. Just him putting it there would complete the mission technically for him. As Isshiki, told Kaguya that he needs to go to Earth. However, he told Kaguya that they needed to go to Earth, and yeah. However, instead of telling Kaguya like everything, he only told her that they needed to put this thing to Earth, and like that it was like super important. However, he did not tell Kaguya that he had the suspicion that it was king, because when he saw the cocoon appear there, he did not see the king anymore. So he had this suspicion, but was not confirmed. However, he wasn't like stupid, so he pretty much kind of knew, but didn't really had any confirmation, so he didn't, tell Kaguya and all that stuff. Anyways, as him and Kaguya flew to Earth basically. They made it and was like in the wall, like what's this called? No, it's not the wall. It was like basically how era, but like a little bit earlier. Yeah, it was the one that time. As they basically went there, and as they proceeded to put as Isshiki proceeded to put the fruit somewhere in like a mountain area. It was like an open cave that had like magma at the entrance, so nobody would really go there. As he decided to go in there, not really being affected by the magma or anything, he simply walked there and put the cocoon inside, embedded in the magma, and like that would later on become like hardened stone, I guess, basically. So yeah, as he put it there, and Kaguya didn't he didn't tell Kaguya where he put it. Only that it was on the planet, not where it was exactly. However, unknown to him, Kaguya actually followed him and saw where he put it. As over the years, Kaguya then proceeded to betray him, using like her oaking ashbone or whatever to like incapacitate him fairly easily, as she then proceeded to live amongst the human for a while until her husband, whatever, or the emperor, whatever it's called, betrayed her, and basically she proceeded to eat the chakra fruit from the god tree and the Shinshu tree, or whatever you can call it, and basically proceeded to become a goddess, the bunny goddess, as she was already is, whatever. She proceeded to basically kill everybody from the palace and then put them in this infinite Tsukuyomi, where she then proceeded to have Hagomo and Hamwa. However, as the two grew older, they betrayed Kaguya. However, Kaguya knew that this was happening, and she decided to try something. She decided to go to the cocoon every month or so to basically like try to open it, I guess, like try to find out what's in there, or like try to absorb it if she could, because she could feel immense power from it when she got close enough. However, there was a barrier around it, so you couldn't feel it from the whole planet or anything. But when you were inside the cave, you could feel this immense, massive, gigantic power, basically. As Kaguya proceeded to, try to open it every month or so. However, each time she could barely leave a scratch on it to open it. So like, it was like really, really near impossible for her to open it. Like basically, it was basically impossible. It would take a million years to open it, basically. As she, however, didn't give up and kept doing it, shooting all of her powers at it every time, even you going as far as using her oaking ash bones, or stuff like opening a dimension. Like, you know how she can open these dimensions? Like, she would open one of them and like push the the cocoon halfway through, and like close it to see if like that would like cut it. However, it didn't cut it. It simply like stopped the portal from like fully closing, basically, and like spit the egg out. Fucking, why are they calling it an egg? A cocoon out, and yeah, didn't really do much. As over the years, however, it did live a decent size mark, I guess, where basically someone could like get a hold, I guess. As she did absorb like a little bit of the power, but like it was like basically the tiny scratch that came, like the skin that got peeled off a little bit, I guess you can call it skin. It's like a tiny bit, not even a freaking, like, it's not even as big as your nail, bro. So it's like really small. It's like basically a hair, like basically a long strand of hair, basically got like basically taken off, and she absorbed it, which she did became massively stronger with this boost. However, she still lost the battle between Hambo and Hammer. Not only because she had to do teamwork and what she was like basically team. Hagum and Hammer were teaming up on her and stuff like that. They were like using Sage World, which could like take the nature energy, whatnot. She was kind of underestimating them and not fully going all out as well. So yeah, this led to her downfall, and that was basically the end of Kaguya. But she still did, release Black Zetsu. However, unknown to her basically taking that power wasn't the only thing that it did to her. It did something quite unpredictable. Like, she was not expecting it. And she would soon find out when she was still in the moon. She would soon find out what it truly did to her. As we skip 1,000 or so years later, over the years, the mountain got basically like whenever there would be wars and stuff like that, it would happen in a close area to it, I guess. Every time the cocoon would be like found by anything or anything like that, it would simply either kill the thing, just like shoot it with lightning or something like that, or just suck the energy out of them, like the life force out of them, or like if someone tried to like hit it or something like that, or touch it. If you touch it, there's like a 50% chance that it would basically either take your life force away from you or give you too much life force until where you explode and die, basically. And this was basically the cocoon trying to find something. It's looking deep into people, like their genetics, their body in general, and like their basically souls and stuff like that, to see if they're worthy of basically becoming the vessel of the Otsuki God, or the next Otsuki God, or whatever you want to call it. As over the years, it did not really find any matches, and yeah. However, as we skip all the way up to the Ninetales attack to basically see that Kuma, or the Ninetales, or whatever you want to call him, was stacking the village and all that stuff. All happened fully similar to canon. Naruto is born, everything like that happened, gets kidnapped, and all that stuff happens. However, in this one, instead of Naruto just getting getting the Ninetales sealed inside of him like canon, he ends up basically not getting the Ninetales sealed inside of him, basically, and instead was sealed inside of his sister, who is Mito. As yeah, and it's like the full Ninetales, not half. Actually, no, half. Wait. Shit. Yeah, it's a full Ninetales inside of Mito. So yeah, as we see, as Naruto didn't get any of it. So yeah, we time skip all the way to the 4-year-old Naruto and Mito. As Mito was treated pretty badly, basically, and like basically like Naruto in canon, but like kind of worse, cause like some people like try to do shit to her, cause like yeah. As however, Naruto somehow was like always kind of just like there, to be honest. Like he was always there for her, basically. Where he was pretty weak. Like he was basically the same as Kanen, but like a tiny, like a bit stronger, because he actually trained like more. He had motivation to train to protect Mito, So he did train more, but it was still Naruto. So yeah, as what's it called? He could beat like 1 or 2% maybe if we got lucky with the two, but 3 or 4% was like basically it for him. And like, yeah, I'm talking about civilians, not like freaking ninjas or anything. If it was like a ninja, he would need to get really lucky for even one, and that depended if you were like depending on their rank. As we skip again to when Naruto and Mito are about yeah a few weeks later actually to their birthday. As Mito and Naruto were chilling, like basically not Mito and Naruto. Mito was like coming back from like the store basically from buying stuff, as Naruto was supposed to be basically training right now. As uh as Mito was coming home from the store from buying stuff like groceries and stuff like that, because she, believe it or not, knew how to cook quite well actually. As basically Mito, like as she was walking, basically got jumped. As yeah, a group of basically people, like, villagers and stuff like that, with like two ninjas, hold her down and like basically yeah, point to do that stuff to her. But like before they could really do anything, Naruto basically appeared out of nowhere and like basically started to fight them, stopping them from doing anything like that. And however, they did still beat her up quite badly. As uh, Naruto also started to get beat up because there was two ninjas and it was only like one guy that could beat like two civilians or whatnot. So yeah, he got beat up as well. As however, he didn't really care, as he did manage to get Mito free and she escaped. However, Naruto, proceeded to get the beating, saying how he was always protecting the demon hall and whatnot. As Naruto, after he got beat up pretty badly, basically started to make his way back home, I guess. However, he got lost because he just basically got dragged away and he didn't know where he was and he got lost. And he ended up basically going to basically like a small, like a, how do you even explain this shit, bro? It's like a small part like outside of the force of death. It's not really like in there, but like half of it is in there and like the rest is just out. So yeah, he basically went from the out part and like started to go in. However, it was like a small like hill, I guess. Like it was like from the side the Naruto was like low down, and then from the force of death side was pretty high up, like a small cliff side, I guess. And basically to the side of it was a weird hole. It was just like a complete black hole, basically. As Naruto got curious when he saw a light inside of it, as he basically decided to check it out. Using the bit of skill he knew, he basically pulled out a kunai that he managed to take from like basically his wounds, because like he got stabbed with them. Basically used that to like get to the side of the cliff and hold himself there, and basically climb inside the hole. As he got in to see something that shocked him, he saw basically magma all around the room. However, the magma was like a pool in the ground. However, it suddenly all started to like push itself out. Like as he walked near it, the magma was like moving away from him, basically. As he continued to walk, going near the middle where there was a big cocoon. It was just glowing, constantly glowing, like lighting on like brighter and brighter every time. As uh as Naruto continued to walk, feeling kind of hypnotized, I guess, by the cocoon basically in the light itself. As he walked, he slowly like reached up, seeing a small, like a very, very, very small crack on the cocoon. It wasn't even a full crack where you could see inside of it. It was just like a bit of the skin that was off, basically. As he touched it to realize that this thing was getting like pretty much something was being done to it. As he got curious and like basically wanted to know what was inside of it. As he basically grabbed onto it. However, instead of like all the previous people that came here that all died basically, he did not die. He instead felt like something was going through him. However, he didn't feel like it was too much or anything. As he felt like it was like healing him, I guess. As Naruto continued to pull on the cocoon, pulling it apart slowly and slowly. Surprisingly, the cocoon didn't put much of a fight as it seemed to half open itself. As basically Naruto, when the cocoon started to open, a weird whitish blue light would come out of it and like just slam into Naruto and like start to like enter his body. Like it would like start to flow out as like a stream just going inside him. As this started to happen, the cocoon, like he stopped opening it as the light was like, I mean the weird energy thing was basically like pull, making him float in midair. But the cocoon kept opening as from where the energy was flowing, it kept opening bigger and bigger. Until eventually the whole cocoon itself opened up like a flower type thing and it exploded in the end as it finished pushing all of that power inside Naruto. As this happened, Naruto saw something. He started to see visions of certain things, like weird wars and stuff happening. However, he couldn't really focus on any of them. The last one being that he saw not only just like a weird person. He saw basically a weird figure sitting down, just kind of staring into space. And then afterwards, he saw basically this place. He saw the same cave. However, it was different. It was like a whole mountain of corpses, basically, of all the previous person that tried to take the cocoon. However, it soon faded away and revealed that Naruto was still in the same cave. However, he soon passed out and was later on brought home, basically, by like, what was even like, he basically just thought about going home, basically, because like he wanted to go home. Because like before he passed out, he thought about like going home basically, and he ended up teleporting home without even realizing it or anything like that. As he appeared home, where basically Mito was like downstairs just like making food and stuff, because that was basically the whole reason why she went out, because she wanted to make food. As we do a time skip of where to Naruto is like 7, yeah. Did they start the academy at like 7 or something? 7 or 8 or something like that? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. 7. As they start the academy where Naruto is actually like basically the top of the class. As he basically mollywops everybody. Especially in the fighting stuff. He beats the crap out of everybody, bro. Like this guy just slaps everybody away basically. As in this one, instead of their own jumpsuit, what Naruto wears is basically let me see if I can find it. It's basically kind of like the Otsuki cloak, but like instead of it being the regular one, it's basically just it's basically kind of like a Otsuki clothing, Madora's clothing, but like instead of it just being white, it's like kind of gray or white with the blue lines going down on it. So yeah, as Naruto, beats everybody in the academy basically every time they spar. It's even Sasuke, who doesn't really stand a crap of a chance before him. And yes, the Uchiha Massacre happens very much the same. Yeah, as Naruto is passing with high grades, with Mito being kind of the same, but like not at the same time. Like she's basically the same, but for the Kunoichi side, not the whole school. While Naruto is like the whole school basically. So yeah, as basically they pass to all the way up to the graduation exam, whatever, where they all basically pass with flying colors. Not gonna lie, like they basically just do everything really easily. With Naruto getting like 10 out of 10 of everything, and yeah, as they in the thingy, in the exams, instead of Naruto doing the regular clones, like the regular illusion clones, he makes like a clone of himself, but like it's not a shadow clone. It is literally like another him, like literally. It's not like a clone, like a water clone or anything like that. It's like quite literally just like think of the Flash when he does like the time variant, but like instead of being like a time variant or whatever, like him going back to the past, it's literally just him doing another him. Fuck y'all, or a replica of him. I swear to God, I've been too much use for lady. Anyways, as they pass, they get put on Team 7, which Team 7 is, and this one gonna be end up. I hope you guys will enjoy, and yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this. And yes, indeed, I did leave you guys in a bit of cliffhanger because I'm probably not gonna be doing the same Team 7, so you gotta have to wait to see what Team 7 is in the next fall. And I hope you guys enjoy. And for further ado, I'm gonna be out for now. Peace.